Hey guys, so we're back again with another video. In this video, what we're going to cover is the cylinder 4 cooling mod. If you have been following the adventure, we have gotten this far. Everything in the car is done. Car is running. However, the only issue we're encountering now, and is because I think I didn't grip the system right, was overheating at high RPMs or high speeds. If I was to drive regular, the car does not overheat. I did mess around with the coolant, so it was driving fine before it got over here, and as well that week when it was here, it wasn't doing any issues like that. So I'm pretty sure it's the burping situation. The only thing that's different is a new radiator, 2 new coolant hoses. We actually put more new coolant because I noticed that the coolant that just came out, all of the coolant that came out was kind of mixed with green. So now it's officially all blue. Added the AC belt, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing more of a difference. So I was gonna burp it one more time. However, I'm just gonna flush the entire system because I'm adding the cooling mod, and that's with antifreeze. Seems like a pretty simple job. I just know that I'm gonna have a problem with, or it's just gonna be a headache to kind of take out that one bolt or nut or whatever cover piece that's on the block. That's going to be very difficult. So I'm going to show you guys what I have to utilize for this job. And you're supposed to cut 2 hoses from, I guess, the heater core, if I'm not mistaken. Cut it from there, you add the T fitting, and then you plug it into the block. So we're going to flush the coolant, add that real quick, and add the coolant, the same coolant that we just added because it's brand new. Put it back in, and I'm going to get another jug just in case, and let it run. I think the car takes about 2 gallons, you know what I'm saying, or 2.5. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. And we're gonna find out. So let's head to Subaru, pick up a few more pieces that we've ordered, a few more parts, and coolant. So this is how the car sits now. So I have 2 options. I was gonna paint match it and then polish the entire car, so that way everything can look kind of all in one color and brand new. So that was the first one, and then the second option was going to be just to wrap the entire car, just because I feel like I'm going to keep this car for a while, probably like another year or 2. I'm gonna keep it just because I feel like I put a lot of dedication to this car. And this is, if you guys haven't known, this was actually my dream car. It was the one car I actually went to go see back in 2015 at the dealership with my mother. It was a one that I actually wanted to do to the movie with Paul Walker. I loved it. I saw it. I drove it. I don't remember how much mileage it had. It was a really, decent deal. They got in the 2015 STI launch edition that day, and it was already getting late. It was already nighttime, and my mom looked at the STI, and it was blue, of course. And my mom, with the greatest eye ever, she looked at it and she was like, "That looks prettier than this one." And she was like, "This is a 2015. That's a 20 something. I forgot what year it was. It was between the 11 to the 13, one of those years." But she was like, "This is a 2015. Why don't you get the newer one instead of the older one?" And I was just like, I just think that's a little expensive, and I don't think I have enough for a down payment for it. I think I might have it for this one. It might be a better payment every month. So she suggested, let's try to see if we can make a deal with this one. So we cut down the deal with the guy. Whether we get this one or that one, it was literally off a couple dollars with 12,000 miles. And it had less mileage, of course. So it was blue, and we took it. And to this day, I honestly still want to look for it. I want to see where is it at. Hopefully it's not totaled or anything, but I do want to find it. I'm still on the adventure of trying to find the VIN number. But yeah, so enough about talking about that whole situation, but that's how that came about. And yeah, that's why I want to keep it a little bit longer. Let's go to Subaru and follow me. All right, we went to Publix, secured something for the wife, and yeah.
Running with us.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All the way thought you were gonna keep walking. She's done. We got some coolant. We noticed that we were missing 2 bolts for the headlight, which is right here, and one over there. We got the bolts. This is the part number for anyone that needs it. Okay, let's open this. So I did take a look at where this is gonna go. It is a tight fit like everybody says. Not to sound like a broken record, but yeah, it's aluminum block. You don't want to tighten it all the way. Let's open this. So I got the Getadomtune. Getadomtune. Comes with everything. The T-fitting, the hose, and the brass fitting that goes into the block with the clamps. So this should be fairly easy. Hope so. First, we have a hose cutter. And what I got was the gasket maker, the right stuff. I also got a 1-inch wrench. Hopefully this works, and if not, I think it's a 26. And a 12mm to take out what's on the block to replace it with the new fitting. And then lastly, the Getadomtune kit, and that's all. Pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward, not that hard to do. It is just really tedious and annoying to get it done. Just because if you don't have a lift, it is pretty annoying to do it with just jack stands. You have limited space. So I did try to go for it. So far, I need an extension to just get a good grip. And I'm pretty sure coolant is going to come out. So I think I need to raise up the car a little bit more just to have more clearance, and need to get an extension that I don't have. Probably like, I have a 1-inch maybe, or 3-inch. Probably need something more than that, like 5-6 inches of an extension, or probably even 8, who knows, just to have that extra length. Alright, so I'm gonna call it quits for today. I need an extension. That's one. It's already getting dark. I ended up buying the wrong extension, which was this. Now we're back at it. I feel fresh, I feel better. And let's connect my lights. Voila. There is light. I lifted the car a little bit more because I definitely didn't have any space down there. I don't know if you guys see it, but I am leaking oil from here, I think. I'm not sure if that's old oil. And then of course you guys will see I have a leak here as well. And I cleaned that up. The oil keeps leaking. And that's that. Which is most likely coming from the seal, which I am going to replace as well. That's the screw. You can use acetone to clean it. So let's start making this. I thought that was way easier than I thought. Just coolant came out. Oh, let's get this out. We're gonna hand tighten this real quick. Let me see if I can fit this down there, because if not, we're gonna have to make a quick stop at AutoZone. How does anybody get that in there? I can't turn it like that. So that didn't work. So I had to stop and get some groceries. Definitely, some tres leches. If you know how to get it for the wife. And now we're back on the road, back to the house. Most importantly, we have a 1-inch half drive, long one. Okay, so we did everything. All we have to do now is cut the hose, get this hose ready with the T-fitting. If I'm not mistaken, this one, this hose right here, that needs to go out. Okay, so we finished. There it goes. It's going up there, and I have it locked in. The only issue I came across was locking this one in. Well, not locking it. I mean locking the clamp in. It's such an uncomfortable position. There's barely any clearance here. The best way I think you can do this is with a small flathead. Very small, like probably like 4 fingers long, because that's how much space you have here. The next would probably be a very small wrench. I tried a 6mm. It's not working, so I'm assuming it's smaller than that. But yeah, that's the only one that's loose right now. Everything else is locked in. I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna call it quits. I should be back by tomorrow, which for you would be like a second, or I'll be back in a few to lock that in. So as of right now, we finalized the cooling mod. It's installed correctly, and we did everything we could. The tedious part was just having really limited space. Try to lift your car up as much as you can with the jack stands if you're using jack stands. A quick jack lift will do much better because you're just in an awkward position where it's kind of feels like you're doing sit-up. We got it successfully installed. I did cut the hoses from the bottom. I did the brass fitting with a 1-inch deep socket, which is what helped me. And I closed the clamp that goes into the brass fitting with a small flathead is what helped me in that situation, because it's such a small space to get your hand in there and get any other tool. You can use a wrench, a 6mm wrench. It wasn't it. So it's much smaller than that. So keep that in mind. As of now, it's all done. We won't know how it's working or if it's leaking yet because I haven't put fluids in it. As of right now, the car sits like this, and we're still working on finding a leak that's on this side at the moment. So I'm gonna come back to this. I thought this was recorded after I finished the Getadomtune cooling mod. However, it didn't, so I'm recording this way after. This is how the car sits currently. If you're watching this is currently like today, May 5th. So this is how the car looks right now. We're trying to pinpoint the oil leak, which we're going to get back to when we come back from Puerto Rico. Tomorrow I'm leaving early in the morning, so I won't get to this till when I get back. So that's going to be like next week. And we can continue on with the project. As of right now, this is how she's going to sit for now in the garage until further notice. Well, I hope I helped you guys in any way possible. I know there's a ton of videos on cooling mods. I just thought I'd give my own perspective on it. I thought it was going to come out better than I anticipated. However, I did what I could. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely drop a comment, subscribe for more videos to come, and definitely give us a thumbs up. It helps with the channel, with the algorithm. We're trying to get as much videos put out and get to as many of you guys as we can. And we got some new merch dropping soon. We will release it soon. I'm gonna do a couple photo shoots with the new merch, and definitely should be dropping and hopefully in the next couple weeks. As of now, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.